Welcome back to Stooge Stream for another episode of the Impact Recap and News Show. I am your host, the Stooge. I'm joined as always by my co-host, the yin to my yang, the, let's say, hawk to my animal. That's right, a Legion of Doom reference for you out there, the Road Warriors. It's Gbanks!
What's happening, YouTubers? It's your favorite host.
Yeah, I screwed it up.
Yeah, I know.
Go for it. Go for it. Call me out. Call me out. Make me a fool.
You did this to me last week, so it's my turn now.
Fair enough.
Yay.
I can take it.
Justice is
I can
served.
take it. I can give it, but I'll take it.
Okay, cool.
All right, we've had some interesting news in the world of Impact Wrestling,
Yep.
which we're going to cover very quickly first before we get into the actual recap of the show. So, as we know, Billy Corgan took everyone to court. Anyone he could.
Yeah, like, Dixie, you're coming. JB, you might as well come.
Dude, Surge is named. Dixie's husband is named in the court case.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everyone's involved in
Yeah.
this. So,
Alright, cool.
so the court case to hear proceedings were closed. Now they have been opened.
Explain what that means to some
So,
people, because some people, I
it means-
actually know what that meant.
Okay, so it means the public doesn't know about the case, and public, it's a closed case. There's no press. There's no press. There's no public. I'm screwing up all over the place. There's no public, so nobody knows what the actual details of the case is.
Yeah.
The case has been opened, so the press was allowed in. So people were tweeting from the actual hearing.
Okay.
And it's Billy versus TNA. So
More like Billy versus Evil Dixie.
oh yeah, it's become the war of the ages, man.
Yeah.
But in this week, so basically what's happened is the case is going to get judged on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Now the details are as follows. Billy's lawyer is saying that TNA is insolvent, and that's important because the last amount of money he gave to TNA came with a contract saying if the company becomes insolvent, he owns it.
Mm-hmm. Outright.
So, outright. So they're arguing that TNA is insolvent. TNA's lawyers are obviously arguing they're not insolvent. And Billy's like, well, why do you owe $3.4 million in state taxes? And why do you owe American Express money? Why do you owe these production companies money? Why do you owe me money, idiot?
And behind the scenes, Dixie Carter was trying to be, sneaky and whatnot in a little sneaky ways, and was sending out emails to the...
So she was trying to do a deal with WWE, and
Yeah.
she was sending emails to other officials in TNA and executives saying that once we pay off Billy and get him out of the way, we can sell to WWE. Now, Billy is the president of TNA, which means he's on the board of directors, which means you can't be doing deals behind his back because he is the president of the company.
Well, did she not think this through? Like, she sent it like a company email to everyone, or to the guy, to the executives and all the
But
representatives.
of course, the company president has access to everyone's emails. Like, are you stupid?
Like, if you're gonna be a crook, do it right.
But
I don't want
anyway,
to use foul language, but whatever.
well, putting all that aside, there's more technicalities and there's more details
Yeah.
and there's money and people and deals and all sorts of stuff that, obviously I'm not a lawyer. I don't know that much about it. I'm just very base level here we're talking. So on Monday, basically either Billy's got to accept a payoff from TNA or Billy owns TNA. That's what the judge is ruling on. So I guess we're going to find out Tuesday Australian time, Monday US time, exactly what the fate of TNA is. Because Billy's got money. Like he's the Smashing Pumpkins. Billy has money. If he wants to pay off TNA's debt, he can click his fingers and pay off their debt tomorrow and start scratch from fresh. But he's not going to do it unless he owns the company. So
Look, get the future's in the hands of Billy right now for
Please.
TNA. Yeah.
please.
So hopefully he gets it. Otherwise, we're screwed.
I was going to think up a whole lot of clever Smashing Pumpkins lines and references, but then I just couldn't be bothered.
Fair enough.
All right, now over to the Impact Wrestling recap. This is for the episode that aired on October 27th, 2016.
Yep.
So it opens with the Hardy Clan. For Halloween at Matt's personal pumpkin patch, I believe he said.
Yeah, personal pumpkin patch parade or whatever. I don't know.
There
Something
was
towards that.
Corn Maze Antics.
Say that 3 times fast. Jesus.
Matt has a premonition.
Premonition. Get it right.
A premonition.
Yeah.
And they're going to get a message about their next opponents delivered during their trick or delete.
Yeah.
Now, this ran through the whole show. So, look, let's just cover this now rather than cutting into the rest of the episode.
Okay.
There was some great little bits. Matt giving out green beans instead of lollies to the kids.
Yeah, so like Rebby goes to give like lollies to the kids, and then Matt stops her straight away and is like, "What are you doing, Becca? We don't want to feed.
That is bad for them.
That is poison for these children. We want to give them natural ingredients to make them strong hardies.
Yeah.
Here you go, my children. Eat.
Green beans."
And the kids are like, "We don't want this." And they're like, "I don't like this." And he's like, "No, you have to be strong." And the kids is like, "Mom, why'd you make me do this?"
"I don't like this." Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Like in his face too. That poor child would have had nightmares. But anyway.
Another segment, which this is actually segment of the night by a long shot. When a Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton impersonator rock up to the Hardy estate, Senor Benjamin opens the door. And translated from Spanish is this on screen. "Mr. Trump, I'm going to build a wall and bury you under it." And then hits him with a taser.
Proceeds to taser him. That is the best segment I've seen in wrestling my whole life. Literally, I was cacking myself for a good 5 minutes. Even after the segment ended, dude, I was literally dying. Holy shit.
Jeff Hardy's playing the Hardy's biggest fans tweeter in this. That's his costume for Halloween. Yeah. So he gets in Hillary Clinton's face, and then Vanguard 1 chases her around.
What he says to her is pretty funny. Is like, "Hey, Hillary, I'll send you about 350 emails.
Where are my emails? Why didn't you answer to them?
Where are my emails, man? Where are my emails?" And then you see Matt behind him going, delete. That's right,
he's right, man. You've been deleting my emails, haven't you? What are you doing? Why aren't you responding to me?
Yeah. You're a crook, Hillary. You're a crook.
Yeah,
and then Vanguard 1 chases her.
So this ran through the course of the show until they received a message from a little girl dressed in a Spider-Man outfit with a faceless mask on.
Yeah, I didn't get that, but whatever.
Saying, "Give this to your husband and make him watch it," to Rebby. And it's one of DCC or Chaos's that have been called in the past, those faceless mask guys that have been attacking people. So they said they're going to face the Hardys next week. Yeah. I want to know who these guys are.
I still think they're New Day.
You're not the New Day.
Alright, whatever.
None of them are big enough to be Big E. They're not the New Day.
You'll be proven wrong when they take off those masks and it's Big E, Xavier Woods, and that other guy, Kofi.
Did you just call Kofi the other guy?
Sorry, Kofi.
Dude. It's not the New Day. Anyway, back to the show. So the opening match of the show was EC3 and Jessie Goddez versus Eli Drake and Aaron Rex.
It's not that we took this long for the opening match. They actually took this long for the opening match to come up. Like,
no, kind of. That's the first Hardy show.
I know.
All right, so I was looking forward to this match. I actually thought this was going to be the main event of the show, but then we got a different main event.
I actually thought this was going to be the main event too, because that's what they said. Oh, they didn't say that last week, but it
kind of felt like it.
Yeah, they implemented it, but anyway.
Whatever. So, but I like this match. I thought it was well done, character development. Everyone got a little spot in. Yeah. It developed Aaron Rex as his new heel by knocking someone out with his taped up rings and stuff. Which was Jessie Goddez, and progresses their story arc. EC3 and Eli Drake had little bits in the ring as well. Dude, everyone got a little bit in here. Like, I've said this before, like, I like tag team wrestling when it's good. When it's bad, it's a sloppy mess. When you have tag teams that aren't real tag teams, it can be a sloppy mess.
Well, that's what I thought there would have been a problem, because, we saw a lot of big names up there. Like being EC3, Aaron Rex, Eli, and, Jessie Goddez now, because he's making a name for himself. Like,
definitely.
Like, so I didn't think, like, I thought it was going to be, like, the clash of, like, who's the biggest star here, like, who's going to overshow, like, show themselves. But it wasn't like that. It was actually, as you said, like an actual tag team match in a way.
It was a good tag team match. Like, there was a bit of fluidity to it. The guys everyone worked well together. Yeah. Everyone gave each other enough breathing room as well to get everything in. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was a good little match that progressed everyone's stories and did what it was supposed to do.
Questionable to start off with it, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. But then it just worked into it, and I liked it. Straight after that, we had Brandi Rhodes running after Maria backstage in the women's dressing room area after Maria was like, "Oh, did you see me hurt her?" And she comes in and says, "I didn't say anything," and ran away.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was cute. Grado's promo.
Grado.
Grado was getting so over with JB that by the time he came out, the crowd was like hyped into a Grado frenzy, and he got a massive pop.
Yeah, the whole crowd started dancing. Like me and the Stooge were dancing in the lounge, just like for fun, and all of a sudden it turned over the crowd like, oh wait, they're doing it too. Holy shit!
It was
It's like everyone loves Grado. That's great.
So Grado said he's going to dress up for Halloween, and in a later segment, which we'll just talk about now to get it out of the way, he comes out and he's like, I want to dress up as one of my...
practically before this even happened,
Yeah. He's like, I want to dress up as one of my favorite wrestlers. So he calls out Robbie E after he puts him over a little bit. Yeah. Robbie E comes out, he's like, what are you talking about, man?
Bro,
he's like,
it's a bit weird. Come on.
And he wants to... That was great. Yeah. And he wants to be a bro man. So for tonight, he's going to be a bro man. He runs backstage. He comes back with a shot of like brown paint on his face.
Not even tanning oil. I reckon he just literally grabbed it with brown paint and just went, slapped it on his face.
Baby oil all over his body, bro man trunks, and 2 pairs of glasses that he pulled out of his trunks, one for him and one for Robbie E.
Yeah.
And Robbie E, like for the first for most of the segments, like, stop, man, just stop, don't do this, let's stop. And then he started getting into it.
Robbie E played all with it a lot. I thought he looked like he was not enjoying it. Like, actually, offshoot too. Like, he was like, why am I doing this? But it was actually his character playing along. I was like, okay, no, he's having fun.
And then DCC/Chaos
came,
attacked them,
destroyed them.
Yeah, destroyed them. Yeah. So again, I'm interested to see who these are. Don't.
So close. Oh god.
It's not. It's not.
Whatever.
Okay.
New Day.
Son of a... All right, I'm moving on. So Rockstar Spud backstage cutting a promo saying he's got his 2 mates. He's ready for his match tonight. Yeah. It's going to be great. Cool. We talked about, obviously, Grado. So moving on from that, Billy with Aiden O'Shea. Billy, our savior. Our God. Please win TNA.
Our Messiah.
He's backstage earlier in the day. He calls over Allie. He's like, you don't have to do this match. Like, Maria doesn't make the matches here. I do. And she's like, no, Mr. Billy, Mr. William, Mr. Corgan, I'm going to stand up for myself.
It looked like one of those scenes you see in those, like, those high school movies where, like, the girl, the little school girl, nerdy girl gets picked on and she goes to the principal's office or the guiding counselor's office and he's like, and Billy's trying to be the cool, hip, old dude, like, hey, what's going on? Like, I got your bag, and takes off that... the hoodie. The horrendous hoodie, which was striped and looked like jail stripes for some reason, but whatever. You're good. You're still cool, Billy. We love you.
We love you, Billy.
Yeah. So, takes it off.
Better than the grandpa.
Yeah, better than grandpa, admittedly. Takes it off and is like, hey, I got your back. Yeah. You got your tie. Yeah, I mean, you got your match. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens a little bit later on in the show with that. So it's her versus Laruel Van Ness. Maria wants her revenge.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. So we see a promo from last week with DJZ and Rockstar Spud. If you want to know what we thought about that, listen to last week's show.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah. So this week we had DJZ, Mandrews, and BS. Braxton Stutter, which, if you aren't aware, is actually Allie's husband in real life.
Yep. Lucky son of a bitch.
Oh, you suck, dude. That's why you're BS.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Fucking hell.
Versus Rockstar Spud with the people who's been hyping up the whole show, and you're like... The whole time I'm kind of like, I bet you it's going to be Trevor Lee and Job, or some just too random.
Or even like, Trevor Lee and another heel, like that Marche dude, maybe?
Yeah.
I actually thought that was him.
Yeah, I was like, it could be him.
Because they did hype him up like last week or something.
But no, he went for the big dogs.
Yeah,
no. He went for the big dogs.
Yeah.
And he kept saying it's like it's an X Division champion. So you pull in. You didn't pull far back enough because Decay, Crazy Steve is an X Division champion.
Holy shit. I actually popped when he said Decay and they came out, dude. I was like, oh, mad. Like, last week, admittedly, last week we were all over this. We were we got and it was more the name, if anything. It wasn't the idea, the
Team
concept.
X Gold.
Yeah, Team X Gold champion title, DJZ chip. What the fuck? No, but the idea and the match style, brilliant. It was actually a match of the night, I reckon.
Yeah. This turned into. I'm really enjoying this style now of having very different styles meshed together.
And it's not all X Division. So, for example, okay, you got DJZ, who's the all-rounder. You got Mandrews, who's, the high flyer. You got Braxton Sutter, who's like the big dude. But
he's almost a heavyweight.
Yeah, but not at the same time.
But still very athletic.
Yeah, athletic. And then you got, Rockstar Spud, who's Rockstar Spud.
Yeah.
Then you got Decay. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that to sort of...
These are two, like, tag team, wrestlers that, fuse well with each other, like...
And just on a side note, like speaking of Decay, I'm really liking Crazy Steve's new look with the black paint as well.
Actually, we didn't mention Crazy Steve's little appearance in that Hardy segment where he was hanging off the... and they're like, oh, Crazy Steve, you look great. And he was that skull and the clown skull. That actually was pretty funny
great,
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he looked great.
This was match of the night. Yeah. This was match of the night. Yeah. I always worry about 3-on-3 matches because it's the same thing with tag team matches that aren't real tag teams. People are going to get lost in the shuffle. Yeah. Someone's going to miss a spot. Yeah. Something. Nope.
This is literally a match of the night. I actually enjoy it. Like, for the past month, I probably would put this in the top 5 matches in the past month. Not in all TNA history.
No. Just like the past month. Relax,
guys.
Mom, triggered!
Mom, he's being stupid again.
Triggered! Yeah, no. So yeah, I really like this. Definitely match of the night. I had a lot of fun with this match.
Yeah, same.
Because it was fun. Yeah. It was well done.
And this was one of those matches where I actually I would have preferred to see Rockstar, Spud, and Decay win just for storyline reasons. Yeah. But I didn't really care who won. I didn't mind at all. Like I was if they tilted towards DJZ and back to Sutter and Mandrews or the other way, I wouldn't have cared whatsoever. But
which in the end it did. DJZ picked up the win with the DTZ, which he
comboed it with the other three because Braxton Sutter hit him, the Mandrews did his little spot, and then DJZ finished it off with the DJZ or whatever he calls it.
DTZ. Which is hard to say. I love the little comedy segments in this. Like Rockstar Spud is an amazing actor. Yeah. And I always say this, and you might notice it, you might not, but it's the little things a wrestler does that really makes them. Yeah. They can be amazing ring technicians and not have that little thing. And that little thing is everything. Yeah. Like Dean Malenko is the greatest technical wrestler of all times. Had zero fucking personality in the ring because I could never get over. I love the dude. I love watching his matches because they were pure wrestling matches, but he had no character. Never could get a character over, right?
It was just little things that Spud did that...
Exactly.
That made it
It's just little like when he jumped...
And it's not over the top. It's not spectacular. It's just little tiny things. And
the camera might not even pick half of them up. Yeah, he does it anyway.
Yeah, like you have to pick it up yourself. You're like, oh, look what he did. Like, that's funny as.
So the first time he tagged himself out and then looks over at Crazy Steve and smiles and sees Crazy Steve and then takes a step back and you're like, that's so awesome.
And then the second time he gets knocked, he's obviously beat up and everything. So he just tags whoever behind him and he's accidentally tagged Abyss. So as he's attacked Abyss, he's still dazed and confused. He's turned around. He's got his hands over his face, pulls his head, hands from his face, and looks up. And there's Steve just staring at him. He's like, "Whoa!" And then almost falls back, and then jumps out. He's like, this is your tag team partner. It's great. You're the one that brought him in.
I've always been a fan of Rockstar.
Yeah, same dude.
I'm happy that they've moved away from the whiny character and they're back to giving him an actual character, and letting him perform again and have fun out there. And when he's having fun, we're having fun. You can see it. And these guys all work so well together as well. DJZ is a spectacle to watch. Mandrews is a spectacle to watch. Crazy Steve and Abyss are
amazing wrestlers.
Everything
Put them two together, amazing.
Yeah.
Put all 6 together, and surprisingly, fucking worked. One of the matches of the fucking...
Match of the night, definitely. And definitely a match you should check out. Even if you watch nothing else on this card tonight,
just go watch that one. Yeah. And it's not that long too. It goes for about maybe 15-20 minutes, if that.
I think it was, maybe 10-15, but it was good.
It was good match. It was progressive. But on to the next.
Next, we had the Lashley Edwards contract signing with JB. And I think this is the first contract signing in wrestling history with no shenanigans. Because they had to put it in the storyline that part of the contract is that they're not allowed to touch each other
no hit clause, apparently, or some bullshit like that.
Until next week.
Yeah. Which I like. I don't mind.
Yeah. Now,
a lot of those things, they break them and stuff. But this one was okay, they actually kept to their word for some weird reason.
Yeah, because I had to, or they don't get their match. So Lashley's there talking about, I'm better than you, and Eddie's like, I got your number, and then back and forth. I was kind of surprised. It's Lashley's in a talking promo segment, and he's not the worst one in it.
No, he was actually surprisingly doing well, even for his
He's really good on the mic at the moment. Yeah. He's getting better and better and better. And he seems to have gone backwards again. Like last week he was all right, and this week he's kind of gone back to too soft.
I think it was when he was up against Cody Rhodes. He was trying to prove himself. He was like,
put him up,
yeah. He was like, I can cut promos all of a sudden. Then back against Lashley, I'm the champion.
Yeah, it just
like that's how he sounded. Like, not to be offensive.
It's too soft.
Yeah.
It's too soft. Like, he needs to harden the fuck up.
And he can do it too. It's not like he can't do it. Like, we saw it last week. Yeah, we did see it last week. We were like, okay, wow, he can talk for himself. Like, well, okay, he's the champion. All right, cool.
And when you deliver a line like, so what happens if you lose next week? Are you going to be my bitch? Like, to Lashley, that should be a powerful line. And it came off really flat. Just because of the way he delivered it. He didn't, like, spit the fucking gum out.
It only made it vicious. Because how Lashley got up.
Reacted
to it.
Dude, spit the fucking gum out, take the shit seriously, and start cutting proper promos.
Yeah.
Like, and you want the gum to be part of your thing? Let them talk out. You sit there chewing gum at them, and then spit the fucking gum at them and cut a promo.
Yeah. Or spit it towards them and then cut the promo. Yeah.
There you go, like... But dude, honestly, it's not working. Like, and they're gonna have to strip him of the title soon because it's just not working. Like, they put him against Rhodes, it was great, but it's not working with other people. Like, start learning to mesh with everyone, man, because that's the way you hold a title for a long time.
You have two of one of the greatest talkers in your company right now, EC3 and Eli. Just go learn from them.
Yeah, get them to help you if you need it. It's not a bad thing to ask for help, especially when you're struggling.
Yeah.
And, dude, we love you as a performer. I think you're one of the greatest athletes in this
well
business.
deserved for this world championship.
Yeah, you deserve the title.
We're not saying you don't deserve it. Don't get me wrong. Like, well deserved.
100% you deserve the title, and you are literally one of the best athletes in this business today. Full stop.
Easy.
But you need to learn how to talk.
Yep. Simple as that.
That's it.
Maybe even get Davey to help you.
Yeah, because Davey can talk a storm up. And I know we're going to get hate for this, and fair call, like fair cop. You can leave us hate, okay? Fair enough.
Hey, I want hate.
It's just our opinion. Right? This is our opinion, and I just think.
And I actually prefer Eddie Edwards more.
Yeah, as a wrestler.
Yeah, more than Dave.
I think he's more interesting.
Yeah, more. Just my personal opinion. But look, at the end of the day, you need to have the full package. Yeah. You can't just be one and then not the other.
And it's, like, you're 75% there, and that's, dude, 50% better than 90% of people out there. Like, let's be honest. Yeah. But that last 25% is the magic.
And then, as we said, he can do it. It's not like he can't do it. Like, as you said, Dean Malenko, great wrestler, but can't
Couldn't
perform.
do it.
No, but Eddie Edwards can do it.
100%.
And he's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
So, like,
just learning to hit the mark every week.
Consistency is key.
But yeah, you can have 75%, but it's that 25% that's the magic. Yeah. It's that 25% that turns you from a mid-carder to Stone Cold to The Rock to Lashley.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Lashley had 100%. He was on 100% that tonight.
Yeah. And he carried it. Yeah. And it came off well, but again, he's just, All right, moving on. So Laruel hits on Braxton Sutter backstage.
Yeah.
Boom! That's Allie's man. That's Allie's man.
Come on. It's fair game. It's wrestling. Who gives a shit?
It's not fair game. That's Allie's man. Hands off, bitch.
Whatever.
So we're going to match Laruel.
I actually like Laruel. This guy doesn't.
I know. Well, we're going to discuss that now because it's Laruel Van Ness versus Allie.
Woo!
Go Allie.
Go Laruel.
Allie was well over with the crowd, though.
Of course she is.
Well over.
Hey, I like Allie too, but Laurel's my girl.
You only like Laruel because she's got a disapproving look.
Come on,
and that turns you on, like, because she'd always be disappointed in you.
Exactly. I wanted her to call me ew and tell me I'm not good enough. What's wrong with that? What the fuck is wrong with that? What, am I weird for not good enough for someone? No. If anything, I'm being unselfish because I know I'm not good for Laruel. If you want to hit me up, Laruel, add me on PlayStation 4. Gbanks 4. Thank you.
All right. On to the actual match. So, people watching this, this whole story play out over the course of the past couple of months would think that Allie isn't an actual wrestler, but she is. She's been working the indies for quite a number of years.
She actually had some couple matches with Rosemary I've seen on Instagram. Like, just little bits and pieces. And like, really good ones. Like, I've only seen a bit here and there, but From what I've seen, they're awesome.
Yeah, and from what I understand, she's a great talent. I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen any of her indie matches. I know of her, but I haven't seen anything. So, yeah, hands out honesty, I'm not going to be here and like, she's the best indie worker of all time.
I've known her for...
Oh, yeah. No, I've never seen her work.
Yeah.
But I know she can work because we've seen her take a few bumps here and there. So it's nice to see her actually get to do a little bit more and actually take a few bigger bumps and pretend she can't work, which is cute. Because when you see her work, you can tell she can, but she's a great little actress and she can pretend she can't.
Her not putting in that work is actually her putting in the work. Which it's weird to hear, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
Do you know how hard it would be to turn off years and years and years of training yourself to do things a certain way? Yeah. To make it look bad on purpose.
And like even the two wrestlers when they came out, like Laura and S came out in the whole wrestling gear, if you call it wrestling gear, had tights, whatever, boots, ready to go. And Allie just came out in like, a
normal outfit.
Jeans, normal shirt, like literally like she was going out for a Sunday stroll to the markets or whatever. Like it was like, does she know she's in a wrestling match? Yeah. But that's what she was playing at. She was like, I don't know how to wrestle, but I'm still fighting, like standing up for myself. Back, like.
This is a great underdog story. Now, Laurel Van Ness won the match.
Woo! Woo! You! Alright, I'll let you go now.
Get it in.
You! Woo!
Thank you.
Alright,
so Laurel Van Ness won the match, and I actually think deservedly because I'd like to see them have a few more matches, but not yet. So what I'd like to see is somebody take Allie like... Oh, I don't know, Madison, who's been on commentary every week for her matches, and help her.
And do something with Maddie too.
Yeah, and maybe teach her how to wrestle a little bit.
Yeah, and it's Maddie being the second most successful
knockout of all time.
Women's knockout championship.
So that would be very, very sweet. And then let Allie sort of go out on her own and get her revenge against Laurel.
I can see that going up towards that. I maybe thought Gail Kim, but now that you mentioned this Maddie thing,
because I was just thinking, that's actually we were saying Gail Kim, but she's like, actually, Maddie's been on commentary every episode.
And even like every time she comes out too, it's always about like Allie, and it's like always Maddie defending Allie too. So actually, that would make sense. I'd really like
to see that. Yeah. But not like her standing in front of Allie. Yeah. More like her standing behind
her
Allie.
Mentor, not her...
teaching her, being a mentor. Showing
not
her
boss, wrestle. What Maria was doing, like literally being her mentor. Yeah.
Like them having a tag team match with Maria and Laurel or something. Or Laurel and that other chick. Sienna. Yeah. And, Madison doing most of the wrestling to begin with, then tags Allie in and Allie's not sure and stuff. And she's like, no, you've got to like try, you know. That'd be cute. I'd like that. So. Anyway, moving on. Fix a promo. Anytime, just lay them in.
I don't care. Whenever they can be at the end, they can be at the start, they can be in the middle. You can play 3 out of them in the show. I won't care. I won't have a problem.
Fix a promo.
Love them, bro.
Yeah. Cash only.
Blah.
The last match on the show, the main event, was the Miracle with Maria.
Yep.
Versus Cody with Brandi Rhodes. Let me know what you think first. Okay. And then we'll go into the match.
All right. So, this match, right? Main event? Maybe not. Okay? Wrestling-wise and talent-wise and showmanship-wise, actually a very good match, considering that aspect. Now, okay, people don't know this, and I actually didn't know this. This was Brandi's first match in professional wrestling. So I don't know if she's done anything in the indies.
She may have done a little bit of indie or been taught by Cody.
But this is her actual first, proper match, as you would say, in, professional wrestling. So I actually didn't take that notice, right? I thought she'd done this before or whatever. So, for her to go in there and actually, go toe-to-toe with Maria, who, okay, she's not, not A grade, freaking
she's not Gail Kim, but she can take a bump.
But she can take a bump, right? Yeah. These two ladies actually showed that. Well, Maria actually been showing it for weeks now. But Brandi Rhodes, good job for the first match, girl. Yeah. Like, well done.
This was a lot better than it had the right to be.
Yeah.
By a long shot, actually.
I wasn't actually thinking like, when we first they came out and whatever. I wasn't like, too overwhelmed. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't like, oh, yeah, this is the main
Yeah,
event.
look, intergender tag team
Yeah.
matches with those original intergender rules. It
Yeah,
can
where
only be
it's like
man on man and woman on woman. Are kind of weird most of the time. Like, cool, I get it.
They're
feud,
more of a
progressive.
mid-card match in
Yeah.
a way. It's weird.
So to have it as a main event, it's like, yeah.
Like, I felt like if this was a mid-card match, we would have probably been like, oh, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Like, this is all right. But because it was a main event, that's why probably we question it
A little bit.
Yeah, because it was like, why is this the main event? Like, there was so much other matches that could have been main event.
But look, then saying that,
Yeah.
by the end of the match, I was like, that was actually really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I thought, again, Brandi and Maria aren't the two greatest female wrestlers of all time.
No.
We're not talking about, you know, Gail Kim and
Awesome
Kong fucking classics.
Yeah.
But you know what I really appreciate is effort.
Yeah.
I really appreciate effort. And when somebody goes to the effort to tell me a story and tries their goddamn best, and you can see them doing that, and you can see that there's a spark of potential there. Like, I want to see more of Brandi Rhodes now.
Yeah, no, same, dude. I actually want to see him. I'm still shocked that this was her first match.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I was like, oh, wow, this was her first match. Holy shit.
That spark of potential is already there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to see more. And again, if
Got
you
that
would,
road gene.
yeah, and something you pointed out as well, like, that was quite clever that I didn't even notice until you pointed out. I'm like, you're absolutely right. If you had put her in there with Maria, if you had put Brandi Rhodes in there with Gail Kim, or Madison Rain, or anyone like that, it would have been glaringly obvious how green she is.
Yeah.
Putting her in with Maria, who, again, can take a bump and can do little bits here and there.
But she's not...
But Maria's good at covering other people up as well.
Yeah.
She's good at selling for them.
Exactly,
She's good at making them look good. So it was
That's what I was actually about to say. Why they put Maria's there? Because she makes wrestlers, look very good. Dude.
She does, and she
did.
made Brandi Rhodes look really good. So when Brandi
And it's not like Gail Kim or others wouldn't have made Brandi Rhodes
No,
look
not
good.
at all. I'm not saying they couldn't.
Yeah, it's just like the position where Brandi Rhodes is in right now, like being, you know, fresh and new and green, whatever, to put her against, you know, the likes of Maria instead of Gail Kim is much smarter choice. Yeah, because of, you know, the implications
Absolutely.
and whatever, you know, as you said, like, because let's say she burst Gail Kim and she beat her. None of us would have, you know,
It's
believed that.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like, all right, this,
first match and she beats Gail Kim.
first
good
match
on her.
is, Gail Kim, but okay, now Gail Kim's credibility is down the drain now because she just lost to Brandi Rhodes. Like, no, okay, cool, give it to Maria because Maria's a big ultimate evil heel right now in the women's knockouts and everything, and let her, you know, put her over the bad guy. Like,
Exactly. And Brandi picked up the win on Maria, so Brandi and Cody Rhodes.
or it
won
was
the
like
match.
it was like a couple sort of thing because, you know,
Well, no, she picked it up first by doing that, like, her flapjack finisher
where
thing.
they crosses the legs.
Yeah, and then she moved into that
Yeah.
submission, and Cody grabbed Miracle, put him into submission, that was actually really clever, making them face to face. and stare
that's
at each
why I
other
was like,
while
oh,
they're
that's
tapping out.
awesome.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So then by the end of this match,
And they're both looking at each other like, no, don't tap out, don't tap out. And then, that was awesome.
they both tapped at exactly the same time. By the end of the match, I was like, cool, I see why that was the main event. Now that was well and truly worth being the main event.
Right.
You earned that spot, and you're absolutely right. Normally an intergender tag match, put it in the mid card, but these guys worked so well that they earned that main event spot by the end of it.
You questioned it at the start, but like as the match progressed and you saw what these wrestlers were doing to make sure that they wanted to be there, like those girls, it was actually more the girls that did the wrestling than the dudes. Like, the dudes, had more spots, admittedly,
and more time, but it's the impact of what the girls did that sold that match.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Perfectly worded.
Okay, and the very end of the show, you have Brandi and Cody backstage.
Yeah.
Saying goodbye to everyone.
Like,
Like, hey,
they were
thanks
just
for having
leaving.
us, guys.
It looked like they were just leaving. Like, they were like, oh, because we know they're not staying for long. We know that they're only there for, like, 2-month period. Or
whatever it is, a couple of months.
Because he just, honestly, Cody just wants to go around wrestle his list.
All these different people.
Yeah,
He
and
wants
that's
to
fair
clear his
enough.
list
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And Lashley jumps Cody from behind and just animals the shit out of him.
I'm not sure if this was scripted or was this true.
Yeah, and Lashley's standing over him.
Because he just come out of a match recently and beat a guy real life to death.
Yeah.
I don't know, close to it in MMA, but anyway.
So I forgot to write the line down because I was kind of like, So what did he say? Something, you don't come in my house without my permission?
Yeah,
Like,
you don't come into my house without my permission. And then just,
standing over him, like over him.
Camera angle had the
great camera angle.
Yeah, had it pointing on freaking Lashley's face. So it was awesome.
Great camera angle. That was a great end point.
Yeah. I was like you, dude. I was like literally in awe. I was like, what the fuck, Lashley?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Lashley versus Rhodes. Like,
holy shit.
They're two styles that are completely different, but like Eddie Edwards, Lashley can talk down to as you just got lucky kid, rah.
Yeah.
And that's cool, and then Eddie can be the underdog. Cody Rhodes is no one's underdog.
No, not at all.
So that will be a completely different dynamic, and I want to see that too, really badly.
Really badly. So I'm actually glad that it went that way, because I didn't expect that at all. No, I know they had the little beef, but it was more towards Eddie Edwards. It was like, you stay out of my way so I can take Eddie Edwards on. Like, and he was like, no.
And now Lashley's like, I'm laying everyone.
Yeah, I'm laying everyone out. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not getting paid.
If you, just in case you're unaware, Lashley just won another MMA fight in round 2 by tap out. I didn't watch it, but the knockout Fiona from the WCPW recap saw the highlights of it. I said, what was it like? And she's like, he just punched him around like a rag doll and made him tap out.
Guys, you know episode 6 Star Wars? You know when the Rankoff versus Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
That was the match between
Bobby Lashley and whoever job is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how many titles you are. You get in an MMA ring with Lashley, you're jobbing out.
Yeah, easy.
No one's asking you to.
Yeah.
But you are. Like,
100%.
You may not know it the second you walk in there. You will by the end.
You instantly become a job when you go in that ring with Lashley.
Which is one of the things I really love about Lashley as well, is the fact his legitimacy is so easy to give people a rub with. Yeah. If you beat Lashley, he's a legitimate fighter, and he tells you that. And so overall, my very, very quick 2-line wrap up. I thought this episode of Impact was actually a lot stronger than the previous episode of Impact. With some stronger, even though we had some great promo segments last week and some good wrestling, I thought the wrestling segments were better on this show.
And the recaps were actually recaps, not long ass fucking whole matches like they were already on the card.
The Moose Lashley recap was just the last sort of minute.
Which they should have done last week.
Yeah. That was perfect. Yeah. I really enjoyed that, and I hope they kind of stick to this. I know why they were doing that. It's because they're running out of money.
I know.
So they have to fill the show.
Even actually in this show today, there was a lot of filler and stuff, and they actually did pretty long for match. Like usually TNA, it's like match. 5-minute, maybe 10-minute segment.
Promo, match.
But this one was more promo. But it wasn't bad.
It wasn't. No, I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah. Like I think this is a better episode than last week, and if they keep going in this direction, and they've shot up until December 15th, then I'm happy. Yeah. Speaking of December 15th, that's going to be the Matt Hardy Tag Team Apocalypto. Maybe
this time.
So this is a bit of news that I was saving. So now it's my turn to interrupt you for the end of the show.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Production has stopped on the Tag Team Apocalypto at the moment because TNA has no money.
Yeah, of course.
Is what everyone's saying. Executives from TNA have been saying that they've put it on hold so they can add more to it, make it bigger.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's true. They're saying there's multiple producers on this. What do you need multiple producers for? It's JB and Matt Hardy that have been doing this all along. Yeah. Sounds like a load of crap. Sounds like they've got no money and can't afford to shoot it. Maybe trying to force Matt Hardy into a position to shoot it.
Okay.
Here's the problem though. If it doesn't get shot, if they don't have something to air on December 15th, they lose their TV contract with Pop.
Oh, wow. So they promised them something?
No, that's how their contract works. If you don't give us content, contract's null and void. We need content. So basically, Billy's got till December 15th to fix his shit.
Oh, okay. That is some big news. I didn't know that at all.
It is. I was saving something. I had it in my sleeve, just tucked behind.
You just pulled it out. Now you just pulled it out.
Bit of an ace.
Yep, and stabbed me right in the heart with it, sir. Holy shit.
So that's it for this week's Impact recap and news. We will have another episode of Impact. I thought I would... Yeah, okay. Yep.
Happy Halloween, everyone. That's all I wanted to say.
Sure?
Yeah, that's all.
We're done?
Yeah, no, we're done.
Done?
No, we're done.
We're done.
We're totally done.
Thank you, Senor Benjamin, for Halloween. Adventure, excitement. A Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.
Peace.